Good morning, students. Myself, Vartika Shrivastava, HOD Computer Application Department, Maharaja Agrasen International College, is going to tell you about Java programming language. In this session, you will learn to describe the key feature of Java technology, write, compile, and run a simple Java technology application, describe the function of Java virtual machine, define garbage collection, list the 3 tasks performed by the Java platform that handles code security, define modeling concepts, abstraction, encapsulation, and packages, discuss why you can reuse Java technology application code, define class, members, attributes, methods, constructor, and packages, use the access modifier private and public as appropriate for guidelines of encapsulation. Invoke a method on a particular object. Use the Java Technology Application Programming Interface online documentation. So the key features of a Java technology is a programming language, a development environment, an application environment, a deployment environment. Java technology is used for developing both applets and application. The primary goals of a Java technology is providing an easy to use language by avoiding many pitfalls of other language, being object oriented, which is an important feature of Java programming language, enables code streamlining. The next feature is provides an integrated environment for improved speed of development, code portability, loads classes dynamically, that is at the time they are actually needed, supports changing programs dynamically during runtime by loading classes from distinct sources, furnishes better security, enables user to run more than one thread of an activity. The other features of the Java technology is the Java virtual machine, garbage collection, the Java runtime environment, JVM tool interfaces. Now, what do you mean by a Java virtual machine? A Java virtual machine provides definition for instruction set, register set, class file format, runtime stack, garbage collected heap, memory area, flatter error reporting mechanism, high precision timing support. Now, what is a garbage collection? Now, the garbage collection has the following characteristics: checks for and frees memory no longer needed automatically, provides a system level thread to track memory allocation so that we can actually save the memory automatically. Now, this is the diagram of a runtime environment. The Java application environment performs as follows. Now, here is a compilation process and this is a runtime execution process. We have created a sample file is there, testgreeting.java. This has been compiled by a compiler called javac, and then this, after compilation, this particular file is converted to class file, that is testgreeting.class. Now, this class is loaded from the hard disk network or other sources to the runtime environment for the execution. The class loader loads the class file, the bytecode verifier verifies the code, the interpreter execute the codes and move it to the hardware. Now, one by one we will see the function of all this. Now, first we will take the what is the task of the JVM. Now, the JVM performs 3 main tasks. First, loads the code performed by the class loader, verifies the code performed by the bytecode verifier, execute the codes performed by the runtime interpreter. Now, the function of a class loader. The class loader loads all classes necessary for the execution of the program. It maintains classes for the local file system in separate namespaces, avoids execution for the program whose bytecode has been changed illegally. Now, what is the task of a bytecode verifier? All class files imported across the network passes through the bytecode verifiers, which ensures that the code adheres to the JVM specification. The code does not violate system integrity. The code causes no operand stack overflow or underflow. The parameter types for all operation code are correct. No illegal data conversion. The conversion of integers to pointer have occurred. Now this is the Java technology runtime environment in which these are the Java files which is being compiled by the compiler Java C, and it is converted to the class file. Then it is loaded by the interpreted and it is being inserted in the JVM, which can be run in the multiple platforms. Like the class file can be run in any environment like Unix, DOS, Windows or Java OS. Now we will see that how we will create a simple Java application. Now before going to the program, we will just study about the analysis and the design phase. Now the analysis describe what the system needs to do. Modeling the real world include actors and activities, objects and behaviors. Design describes how the system does it. Modeling the relationship and interaction between objects and actors in the system. Finding useful abstraction to help simplify the problem of solution. Now declaring a Java technology classes. How we will declare a Java class? So the basic syntax is modifier, then class name, attribute declaration, constructor declaration, method declaration. Now the example is we have created a class called my first class by using the keyword class, then private int age, this is an attribute, public void set age int value, this is a method. Now declaring the attribute, so the basic syntax is modifier, type, name and initial value. In the same class we have declared three attributes as index, float y and string name. Now how we will declare a method? So the basic syntax of the method is modifier, then the return type, name, argument list if any and the statements. So here is a class dog in which we have declared an attribute called weight, and these are the methods that, containing one or two statements. Now the most important part, how we will access these object members. So to access object members including attributes and methods, dot notation is used. The dot notation is object name dot member. Here is an example. This D is the object of a class dot set weight. This is the method and this is the attribute. Note that this attribute will be called only if it is declared public in the class. Now this is a class representation of another class named myDate. Here you can say myDate is the name of the class. In the second block, day, month, year is an attributes. In the third block, these are the methods of the class which is declared with and without argument with a type. Now the important features of object oriented programming is first is abstraction. Now this abstraction means ignoring the non-essential detail of an object and concentrating on its essential details. The encapsulation provides data presentation flexibility by hiding the implementation detail of a class, forcing the user to use an interface to access data, making the code more maintainable. Now the other most important feature is to how to declare a constructor. Now a constructor is a set of instructions designed to initialize an instance. Basic syntax of a constructor is modifier, class name, argument and statement. Note that the name of the constructor and the name of the class will be same with public access specifier. So here we have declared the class and here we have declared the constructor. Now what is a default constructor? There is always at least one constructor in every class. If a programmer does not supply any constructor, the default constructor is present automatically. The characteristics of default constructor is the default constructor takes no argument. The default constructor body is empty. The default constructor enables you to create object instance with new xyz. Here new is a keyword and this is the name of a class with which a object of a class is created without having to write a constructor. Now this is a source layout in which we have used the packages, and we will see later on that how you will import a package inside a class. Now packages helps manage large software system. Packages can contain classes and sub packages. Now to import or use the packages in the program, we have to write the basic syntax of import statement. Now you can see here we have written import, package name, sub package name and the class name. Now here is the example of some packages. Import java.util.list, import java.io. This io is a package and this sign is used for all. If you want to use all the classes and interfaces present in the io package, you can use this symbol. So the import statement does the following: that precedes all class declaration, tells the compiler where to find classes. Now how you will deploy? In order to deploy an application without manipulating user's class path environment variable, create an executable jar file. To deploy library code in a jar file, copy the jar file into a ext subdirectory to the lib directory in the main directory of JRE to run the program. Now what are the different Java technology API? Now the main section of a class document includes the following: the class hierarchy, a description of a class and its general purpose, a list of attributes, a list of constructor, a list of methods, a detailed list of attributes with description, a detailed list of constructor with description and formal parameter list, a detailed list of methods with description and formal parameter list. This is how you can create a document, a planning of a class before writing into a source file. So in this session we have learned the key features of Java technology, that includes programming language, development environment, application environment, deployment environment. We have studied about JVM, that is, it is defined as an imaginary machine that is implemented by emulating its software on real machine. Java source files are compiled, get converted into bytecode file. At runtime, the bytecodes are loaded, checked and run in an interpreter. A garbage collector checks for and free memory no longer needed automatically. Then the main tasks which is done by the JVM are loads code, verify code, execute code. There are 5 primary workflows in the software development project: requirement capture, analysis, design, implementation and test. Abstraction means ignoring the non-essential detail of an object and concentrating on its essential details. Encapsulation provides data representation flexibility by hiding the implementation detail of a class. Then the Java technology class can be declared as modifier, class and class name. Our objects are declared by modifier, type and the name of the object. Then the definition of a method is modifier, return type, name, argument list. The main point, that is the dot operator, enables you to access a non-private attribute and method member of a class. A constructor is a set of instructions designed to initialize an instance of a class. The Java technology programming language provides the package statement as a way to group related classes. We use the import statements that tells the compiler where to find the classes which are grouped in a package. The Java technology API consists of a set of HTML files. This documentation has a higher layout which the home page lists all the package as hyperlinks.